Why? That's my first question. Why? Freaking why? Here we go. Here we freaking go. We're gonna dive in. I want to know, what? Do they have something here? Do they have nothing here? Like usual. I feel like this is more Republican shoe on head. Hell world. Let's move on. Fauci under fire from China and Republicans for new COVID-19 statement on origins of pandemic. Republicans are calling for Fauci to resign from his appointed role. Let's see what Fauci has to say.
It would have been almost a dereliction of our duty if we didn't study this. And the only way you can study these things is you've got to go where the action is. So I often say, somewhat tongue-in-cheek, you don't want to study bats in Fairfax County, Virginia, to find out what the animal-human interface is that might lead to a jumping of species.
Okay. Fauci is facing criticism from Chinese state media, which initially praised him. This is a story at a glance, okay? This is an article by The Hill. Let's see what goes on. The GOP points to funding from the National Institutes of Health to the Wuhan Institute of Virology to study how coronaviruses how colonial viruses, how cloniblomplos, how klimplow are transmitted. Fauci says he supports an investigation into the origins of Blanklo Hanglao. Mampao. Because you can't say that. You go, Anthony Fauci, the nation's leading infectious disease expert and the president's chief medical advisor, is facing mounting pressure to resign from congressional Republicans who are pointing to funding from the National Institutes of Health, or NIH, to the Wuhan Institute of Virology to support their position. If it were up to the GOP, Fauci would resign from his appointed role, according to the New York Post. Fauci has said the NIH gave $600,000 to the Wuhan Institute of Virology to study over 5 years whether bat binglodows can be transmitted to humans, but says the money did not go to gain of function. Research, the New York Post's reports. Gain of function research increases the virulence and lethality of a pathogen and virus, so scientists can better understand how viruses mutate and replicate, and that information is in turn lends itself to the development of vaccines. So basically, they're saying that it's possible that Glanglabo was engineered in the Wuhulo, and it was made more Valapao by, engineering, and that Fauci funded it through the NIH. This is the conspiracy. Okay. The White Coast Waste Project, on non-profit scientist watchdog, claims it was the first to discover the NIH's donation. On Tuesday, Fauci told members of a House Appropriates subcommittee that the money for the lab was funded through the nonprofit EcoHealth Alliance, denying any money was spent on gain of function research, which means that he is sticking to the denial of the research being on the basis of strengthen the virus to make it stronger virus so we could develop vaccine for a smaller, not strong virus. And they're thinking that possibilities is, I guess, that Blankao was one of those, and Blankao escaped from Wuhan, and now everything is boom pow because of that. So it's Fauci's fault. That's what I'm gathering from this. Forget that the whole NIH is involved, right? It's just Fauci. As The Hill previously reported, Senator Ron Paul, RKY, challenged Fauci regarding his involvement with the Wuhan lab, implying that Fauci and the agency were deflecting responsibility. Okay. What if this nonprofit saw that Wuhan was, looking at research into this for, helpful reasons, and decided, yeah, let's fund that because it's probably going to help us in the future. Not saying that they predicted anything, but, they didn't know what their protocols might have been. Let's say you don't have to always know everything about who the fuck you're funding, but you're going to fucking tell me that it's fucking Fauci. Fauci fucking knew. Fauci fucking knew. He fucking planned it that way. He's fucking M. Bison because, of course, just, my whole brain. Oh, my whole brain. Oh, let's continue. Senator Paul, with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect. The NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute, Fauci said during the May 11th hearing on Capitol Hill. Paul responded back, government scientists like yourself who favor gain function? What? I don't think that means what he thinks it means. I don't think he understands what gain of function even means. What if they're thinking gain of function means, that he did this so that he could gain off of the profiteering of a vaccine, which, the reaching, the mental gymnastics required. Okay, let's continue. Oh my God. I don't favor gain of function research in China, Fauci replied. You are saying things that are not correct. Fauci's just like, no. You ever seen the Bugs Bunny meme with the no? Basically, that, As Changing America previous reported, Paul and fellow Republican senators like Senator Joni Ernst, Iowa, Roger Marshall, Canada, Kansas, Canada, and Ron Johnson passed amendments to prevent funding for gain-of-function experimentation in China and taxpayers from funding the Wuhan Institute of Virology, respectively, in the Endless Frontier Act. The bill would increase funding for research and technology development. Fauci is seen by those on the right to be inconsistent. Fauci's been inconsistent, even though he's been saying, dude, wear your mask, since day one. Still, the saying, even if you're vaxxed, still wear your mask, just be sensible, Not everybody's vaxxed yet, man. But Fauci's been inconsistent, though, according to the right, that side, this one. Oh my God. His statement contradicts what he said in May 2020 when he dismissed the lab leak theory, saying that if you look at the evolution of the viruses in bats, what's out there now, the scientific evidence, is very, very strongly leaning toward this could not have been artificially or deliberately manipulated. There's still nothing that states that that's not the case. They're just saying because you funded Wuhan 5 years ago, this is your fault. You knew about it. You engineered it. And here's the thing. If you look at the fucking reports on CNN, every fucking person that's fucking covered this stupid fucking shit says, we don't know what's going on. We don't know. We don't know anything yet. We don't know. You know why you don't fucking know? Because there's nothing to know, you Oh my God. Oh my God. What is wrong with humanity? What's wrong with us? At the same time, Fauci is also facing criticism from the Chinese state media over his remarks that he is not convinced that the pandemic originated naturally. Just because he's saying that he doesn't think that it was, created naturally, there's still not much in the way of scientific evidence that proves otherwise yet. So I could understand both statements still being true. Chinese outlets have reported that Fauci is fanning a huge lie against China and that Fauci betrayed Chinese scientists. Fauci told CBS correspondent Wei Zhang that he still believes that it is highly likely that COVID-19 originated in nature, according to CNN. You can say that he's flip-flopping, and we've seen flip-flopping before. It happens. But this is something, once again, we're dealing with something rooted in fucking science, people. The science of virology, none of that shit is fucking, ever predictable. Not truly. You can sort of, but it's all ballpark at fucking best. You know what I mean? And to fucking just say, just because you work with an organization, not for, with an organization that funded Wuhan 5 fucking years ago, that's enough basis. That's enough basis. This is the world we live in, people. Even fucking though, scientists all over are still on the theory that this thing naturally jumped. You know what I mean? But, look, people. Every now and then, I come across an article that tests my patience. This is one of them. I don't know what it is. There's like flashing lights of cop cars outside my house, and I want to see what's going on because I'm a nosy Puerto Rican. But anyway, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the truth. I don't have answers, but that's the same thing that's going on with all these reports on CNN, and they're blowing this shit up to be a media circus. And we're still seeing the same Trump-like media circus that we saw back when the Cheeto was in office. Look, this is the same kind of shit. It's the same kind of BS. Am I saying that we shouldn't be looking into the origin? No. Am I saying that the funding isn't a little fishy? No. This is all stuff that's worthy of looking into, but to draw ironclad fucking 100% this is what's going on from that, you're the wishful thinking and mental gymnastics that you must be capable of are on another level. You must create universes with your motherfucking mind. Like, I swear to God. Oh my God. Whew. I'm a little too hot right now. I gotta let y'all go on this one. Look, I love y'all. Please, I give you all the love because you guys, without you guys, this show wouldn't be possible. And look, I know, according to my analytics, about 77% of you guys aren't subs. So, man, if you guys are watching me and you're enjoying my content, help me out, man. Just give me a subscribe, man. Ring the bell, you know what I mean? Just please. I know I'm begging. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that, but you know what it is, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta be on that hustle. And I really love doing this, and I want to be able to do this for you guys, like, for good. You know what I mean? On a daily freaking basis. Techlo coming at you with more news on some weird stuff. You know what I mean? And more conspiracy theories and all that. If you guys enjoy hanging out with me, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, the whole 9. I love you guys so fucking much. Peace out, Techlo out, and behave yourselves.